hope you both shall be fine. This is Sharyar Rapid. I was working on this JavaScript functionality of this main main section in the home page, and I figured out something that there was something wrong with this. So right now, if you click on the hotel but events button, if you can see the only the background text has changed, not this event search bar. Now, if I click it again, only then this appears and the text is also gets hidden. When I click on the hotel, as you can see, background image has changed, only the text has changed, but this has not changed. Let me click it again, only then is changed. But now that we have clicked it again, the text in the background which was supposed to be there on this click is now hidden. So I was writing some JavaScript for this last night, so this is my JavaScript. So I wrote that on when you click the hotel button, get the element of by hotel container and display it as block. Get the element of event container and display it as none. So this way the event container will get hidden and the hotel container will be shown when someone clicks the hotel button. First I did this and this is your original JavaScript jQuery code that you wrote for this. So last night I thought there was some issue with this code, so I tried to write it in pure JavaScript. But when I woke up this morning, I figured out something else was the problem. Now here is a fresh installation of the whole Penthouse CMS system. I did it so as to compare the original code with the modified code that we have right now in the development environment, because the original code also has some PHP written in it. So these two are just the buttons that I have written in these slides. As you can see, div class row button IDs. So these buttons are inside the slide text area. So I recently just clicked on this, and you can see if I click anywhere on the picture changes. So this is the functionality of the uh, plugin that we are using. So if I click here, this changes. I click it again, this changes. So this is the issue that I found because right now, because on our side esports AMI, if I go to the slideshow, we also have two background images. So I think we need to remove one of this image because we are changing this image through the JavaScript. As you can see, when someone clicks the hotel button, we are telling that to change the background image with this background hotel image. So we are changing the background images here, so we do not need a second slide here. This is why this slide is code is interfering with our code. As you can see, if I click the hotel, the background text now appears, and this bar was always appearing. If I click on the event, as you can see, the background image changes, the text appeared for a moment, but then it is gone as well. So if I click back the hotel, as you can see, the text for the hotel has appeared, the background image has changed, but the search bar has not changed. So our JavaScript code is interfering with that of the code of the slider. So we need to remove, I think, one of this image, and we need only to change one image, or we can simply just do one more thing where we can simply put a background image and do this all on our own without the slider, because we are already taking care of this thing in our JavaScript. So adding a slider code is adding an extra code to the page. This code is the right now let me go to home.php. This code search was coming from the search page. As you can see, search event.php, this is the search event.php code, this is the search booking.php page, and this is the home page. So either we need to remove this extra slide from the live side. As you can see, I'm at the live side, so there is no need for removal of this to go for the development, and we can do it on the left side because we are not changing any code here. We are in the admin panel and we can do this easily. So I was hoping for your suggestion, Salif, that we can, if we remove this slide and then check again if this JavaScript code that you wrote is working on our jQuery code, because we are changing everything in this jQuery code. Let me explain it to uh, Giliana how it works. So when someone clicks the hotel button, as you can see, hotel button dot click function, we are trying to show the hotel container and then trying to hide the event container. After that, we are also trying to show the search home wrapper for the hotel, and we are trying to hide the event wrapper for search event wrapper. Then the next thing we are changing is we are changing the background image of the hotel to the background of hotel when someone clicks the hotel button. We are also changing the text. Uh, Let me show you this text that is not yet visible because my changes are not live yet. So this text is also going to be shown on this button click. So everything that we are doing is we are doing in this JavaScript code. So this all could have been done here as well, because if I edit it, as you can see, we can write headings as well as we can almost customize it and any way we want, because I have tried to customize it here as well. As you can see, I just input the code and I have added two buttons not in the code but in this slide. So this would have also been a better way to do things rather than changing code inside the templates. Now I'm a little bit confused as well. So I have worked on different CMS systems like WordPress, Joomla. So what they do is they do not encourage you to write the to change the template files. Rather than there are some specific areas inside the admin panel where you can write some custom CSS, and if you need to modify any file you can change it via JavaScript, and if you need to add your own templates, there is a way to add your own templates. Right now we are mostly doing this in the templates area because I guess this button these buttons were not there in the original template, and we have given them an ID and a class of hotel button and event button. So when I go to the custom CSS page in this side, I do not see any changes that you have applied to these two classes, a hotel button. So I guess you are modifying these two in some other CSS file which you have, I think, overridden the original. So this, I suppose, is not a good way to work, because usually when the CMS systems update, they replace their old files with the new files, and they only save that content which was in the specified custom CSS area and the custom JavaScript area. This is a custom CSS file that I have made the changes to, and I think whenever the CMS will get updated, this will not get changed. So I think you should also write your CSS code like the one for these two buttons here, and these two buttons could have also been mm, uh, made in this slide area as well, like I did here, but I have not yet applied the CSS for it. This way it was, I think, way more easier than just modifying the code of the template files, because the whole purpose of the CMS systems is that you have to code as much less as possible, so there's no need for extra code. I'm always looking for the CMS option so that if I can just manipulate any of the all designs already present. So as you can see, I'll work on it. So right now these, if we had added it in the slides, then as you can see the text of the slide is way above this search bar area, so that problem would have also not appeared. But the main problem right now is that if you click on this slide, the slide changes anywhere on the slide. So you need to remove one of the slides so that the JavaScript code does not interfere with the one of this. I'll now make a video about the yes about these. If you enter my code, so how it works, I was talking to Giuliano yesterday. So right now there should be four menus. How it works: my trip, sign in, sign up. Okay, so first of all, these menus, there is no need to add some extra code for these menus. These menus can be easily changed here. Menus. So right now these menus does nothing. How it works? Okay, this one is sliding. Okay, this is already there, but my travel is not working, my contact is not working. What I need you to do is I need you to replicate the menu, this menu, how it works, my trip, sign in, sign up, to the live side, or if you want me to do that, I'll do that as well. Then in each of these menu, for example, how it works is already showing and displaying this thing, but I'll do the code for this to slide the whole part up and down. So for my is for sign in and sign up, I need you to give them some IDs and classes so that I can, using those IDs and class names, I can just simply code it in JavaScript to display the model window that we have in our design. Where is it? Let me open the design. These, so that I can easily code these. But I only need you to change the menu items and give them ID. So first of all, please set the menu properly. Where is it? Yes, there it is. Menu properly so that we have only four menu items. I have all, if you made my changes live, then I have already coded to hide this part. And once the menu is all set and we have some specific IDs to these two, sign in and sign up button, then by using those IDs I'll write the JavaScript code to display the model window in front of the whole screen. So I think this will can be easily done by tomorrow night. So if you make my changes live as soon as possible, so I know if my changes are working or not, because I'm a little confused here. I'm writing code, writing them all the time. I'll try to write as much code as possible, but I'll always be confused if my code is working or not. So if I have my changes pushed to the live side as soon as possible, then it will be better for me to work on it as well. Well, thank you very much. I hope I have cleared you enough. If you have any question, then do let me know.